Oh yes, here we are. New game time. Since we finished up Max Payne 2, The Fall of Max Payne, 2 days ago. So time to start up something different. And that game's going to be Ace Combat 5. What's the subtitle for this one? The Unsung War? Or am I thinking of something else? No, I think it's the Unsung War. Anyway. I said after Ace Combat 4, I was going to start this up soon. Not immediately, and I am true to my word. After about a week, maybe a little over since we finished that, here we are. And this is a long game, so we'll try to make the most of it, but it might go on for a while. Who knows? It's definitely not going to be as short as Ace Combat 4, which was sort of just done within the span of 2 streams. A little bit off the tail end, just because the last couple missions were pretty dang hard. But otherwise, pretty short game, short and sweet. This one is good, but it is also a little bit on the long side, and sometimes it can get a bit tedious. So we'll work through it. Hopefully the more frustrating missions aren't going to be super irritating. We'll see. Overall, though, I swear this game is nice. This is kind of where the series sort of broadened itself, and it encompassed more than the sum of its parts, which is, just an arcadey flight sim of sorts. But I don't know that it always went overboard, but when people say that Ace Combat 5 is like, jet fighter anime, they're probably thinking of this game more than any of the others. And I know it's applicable to some of the other games, but this is sort of like the epitome of that. So we'll see. After the success of Ace Combat 4, Shattered Skies, they had loads of money, I'm assuming, because they got some huge voice talent for this game, which we'll hear some more frequent than others, but including like most of the main cast for Cowboy Bebop. You got Bo Billingsley, you got Steve Bloom, Wendy Lee has like a 2-bit appearance, and there's a couple. Oh yeah, Matt Mercer. He's to my knowledge was never in Cowboy Bebop, but he's a big name for voice acting. So there's quite the talent that went into this game. Also, they got the rights to oh boy, what was the name of that band? 2000s band, Puddle of Mud, I think. Their big song, Blurry, I'm gonna assume was it. I don't know, but yeah, when that comes up, I'm gonna have to mute it real quick just to save myself the trouble of cutting it out later. I think it has an appearance in one cutscene, so if it goes mute, that's why. We gotta go with the English, and normal's just fine for me. They spent all that money on American VAs.
15 years ago, there was a war. Well, war has broken out here plenty of times before. They've tried to invade the Southlands through the Northern Valley time and time again. Luck was never on their side, though, and their victories didn't last long. They didn't realize that times had changed. Facing one defeat after another, losing territory and watching their nation dwindle, they built up their industrial strength to unprecedented heights and used it to wage one final battle against the world. That was 15 years ago. They fought ferociously, but were utterly defeated. The Belkans then committed the unthinkable. They used nuclear weapons on their own soil. Seeing this tragedy unfold before their own eyes, the victorious countries vowed to throw down their weapons. The world was once again at peace, and thanks to them, it seemed it would last forever. On a distant island, far away from civilization, the protectors of the peace take to the skies.
Yes, and of course we have full motion CGI video, which is a bit of a step above still shots.
Red alert!
Such as the last game.
I was in the sky, trying to get the training team and my viewfinder in the rear seat of the lead plane. My pilot in the front seat was howling at the earth below.
Give me a break. I'm babysitting nuggets up here.
There he is.
To Warthog Squadron. We have leakers, aircraft type unknown. Crossing the border at Cape Landers, bearing 278 to 302. Captain Bartlett, your flight is the only group close enough to make the intercept.
Baker, sense it. Go trail and stay close. The three of us will go hide in teams of bandits. All other aircraft stay low and out of the fight.
The world turned upside down, and my stomach turned inside out.
Sorry about this.
The captain's apology to me seemed misplaced. One instructor had survived the fight, but crashed on landing. The other one was killed in action high up in the clouds. It wasn't his fault that the unidentified aircraft fired on us without warning. Nor was it his fault that the low-altitude area where he sent his trainees was directly in front of the enemy. 8 people died because the command room had misplaced some zeros. That pilot in the number 7 was amazing. Did you see her fight back?
I couldn't bear to watch. Nagase, you keep flying like that and you'll die real soon.
I won't die, sir.
The only surviving trainee's voice was almost a whisper.
Are you sure? You look like you couldn't hurt a fly.
So I'm pretty sure this guy with the camera is Matt Mercer. It doesn't quite sound like him, but there's that little
Her
hint.
face was pale, but she still managed to smile a bit for the camera. The photo, along with my camera, was confiscated by base security. It was as if our little undeclared war never happened. I came to cover this remote island because I heard that a very unique squadron leader was stationed here. I didn't realize he was this unique, though. This bad-mouthed, good-natured old firebrand could take the greenest of rookies and forge him into a fearsome fighter pilot. Of course, that possibility vanished with the day's encounter. The only crew he had left now were Second Lieutenant Nagase and the few pilots that happened to be on the ground that day.
I know you don't like this, but we're short on people. Starting tomorrow, all you nuggets are gonna be sitting alert. If we launch, stay glued to me up there. Nagase,
Sir,
you're flying number 2 on my wing. Gotta keep an eye on you, or who knows what you'll get yourself into.
Alright, here we go.
At ease, people. But don't get too comfortable. It's a grave situation for all of us right now. Let's get this briefing started.
Another aircraft of unknown origin has entered Ocean Federation airspace. We have confirmed the target type as a strategic recon plane flying at very high altitude. Despite our repeated warnings, it continued to penetrate our ADIS and was fired upon by Ocean Coastal Defense Force SAMs. We believe one of our SAMs damaged the unknown plane, but did not destroy it. Radar shows that the aircraft is currently losing altitude and is attempting to egress feet wet towards the ocean. Intercept this target and force it to land for identification. Do not fire upon this aircraft until further orders are transmitted.
Also, sorry about that. Looks like there was a slight disconnection, but we should be live again. Also, I'm getting a message. Let me just make sure these are silenced, and we're good. Okay. So, first mission. Can't even look at my ship, so we're just gonna go.
This is Heartbreak 1 of War Dog Squadron. We are approaching the target. This is AWACS, call sign Thunderhead. Roger. Bring the target to the ground. Do not fire at the target. Repeat. Do not fire at the target.
Okay, so
You got that, Nuggets?
controls are slightly different
War Dog 3,
from Ace
Roger.
Combat 4, so they might require a little bit of getting used to, but I think for the most part they're largely the same.
War Dog 4, hello? Can you hear me, kid? You better be marking our tail, son. Looks like you're confident, at least. Don't get separated from me. Man, I'm glad you drew the short straw instead of me.
I was gonna say, I think there's a little bit of pull on the plane, but I think I was moving the tail wing and not the thrust.
I respectfully ask to be called Chopper, sir. I'm afraid I may not be able to respond to any other moniker. That does fit you well. I've got a better name for you, but I'll keep it to myself. Okay? Ah, cut me some slack, man. Tally-ho, we've got company. Let's go. You're forbidden to fire until I give permission, understand?
Sorry, I don't fly information all that well.
Good boy.
So I'm no dog.
All right, where's
Shut up,
the
Steve
motorboat
Bloom.
chopper? That's your name for me? You got a knack for comic dialogue. You mind sending a surrender request for me? Oh no, please, age before beauty. I'm real shy around strangers, you know. Jeez. Testing. Attention, unidentified aircraft. Set your course for our beacon immediately. Good. We will direct you to the nearest airfield. Lower your gear if you understand. Warning, we have 4 high-speed bogies inbound. Approaching unknown aircraft bearing 280, altitude 6,000. Hold your fire until further orders. Crossing the pond to fly cover for their spy plane, huh? Now there's a fighter pilot worth his wings. Enemy inbound bearing 280. Head on. You're not to fire until I say it's okay. Got me? Good boy.
So much talking in this game. I remember that some of the dialogue got a little bit intrusive, especially if you're supposed to respond to something, but we'll work through it.
Heads up! They're firing on us! War Dog Squadron, weapons safe. Hold your fire until further
What, they just shot at us.
Oh, come on! Those aren't blanks they're firing out there! Shut your mouth and fire back! Captain Bartlett, this is Thunderhead. You are violating direct orders. Shove it. I'm not gonna watch any more of my pilots die.
Edge, engaging!
We're gonna shoot them all down, kid.
Yep, already on it.
You mind if I grab this kill? I will, you know. Go ahead. War Dog Squadron, weapons safe. Hold your fire until further
We'll be
orders.
late for that.
Turning to engage bandits.
Already get shot.
Don't let him get away. Aim straight. Hold your fire. My only regret is not being able to fly with a captain with a sunnier disposition. I feel like I'm the only one being targeted. You talk too much, that's why. You're the only one they hear. War Dog, I ordered weapons safe for all aircraft. Follow orders and hold your fire. Do not fire at the target. Repeat, do not fire at the target. Enemy recon plane down. Oh, what a shame. Too tired to party?
quiet now. Looks like we can hold our own out here. You guys fly better than I thought.
I can hold my own out here.
Damn! Dogfighting sucks, man. My senses are all numb. I don't even have time to be afraid.
I'll show him who's in command of this
Wait a sec,
outfit.
there's more?
Just leave it to me.
Oh.
Don't get too cocky or you're a dead man. Stick with me, I'll take care of you.
Shit, I fired at that one. Shit.
Good, good. Nicely done, Chopper. We're still in this. You might get another serving soon. Heartbreak 1 to all planes. Is everything functioning normally?
No.
Alright, perform another check. Nice.
Wait a second. I don't think that was the one I was aiming at.
Fly the 4 fighters inbound. Eliminate them at once.
All unknown bogey aircraft destroyed. This is your
Somebody
captain.
took that hit.
Can you hear my voice? Good. Looks like we can all hear each other. You all alive? Alright. Nice work, Nuggets. War Dog 4, you still following us? Well, to commemorate the fact that we all made it out of that battle alive, I'm gonna let you keep your nickname. From now on, I'm gonna call you Kid, no matter what.
What?
Got it?
I didn't agree to that.
Man, I swear.
What the hell is his code name in this? It's like Blaze or something. I don't know. Both are kind of bad.
Emergency transmission from Central.
Go ahead. To all Sand Island base personnel. 1. All information. Okay, never mind. 2. Captain Jack Bartlett is ordered to report to base headquarters immediately. September 24th, 2010. Order E0111-207 Ocean Defense Air Defense Force Central Command. Forget that's the name of a nation and not just like ocean or misspelling of ocean.
The whole affair with the unidentified aircraft was covered up. There was even a rumor going around that it was actually a UFO. Officially, the world was still at peace. Having witnessed the battle myself, I wasn't allowed to leave the island.
Why do they even bother reprimanding me anymore? I know I'm gonna be stuck at Captain forever.
Who do you think's covering up the battle?
Listen, the only thing across that ocean is Murska Air Base. That's Yuktobanian territory.
But haven't we been allies with the Ukes since the war 15 years ago?
Yeah. That's why we got people working their asses off trying to confirm what the hell's going on over there. I bet they've got hotlines ringing off the hook somewhere upstairs. The government doesn't want to get the public riled up with all this, you know? But it doesn't matter. Soldiers like us are too stupid to think for ourselves, so we just gotta keep our mouths shut when they tell us to. I feel kind of bad for you, actually.
It's all right. I get to be with you guys.
Captain's probably hating this more than anybody.
Hmm?
He used to have a lady friend over in Yuktobania.
That's just an old war wound now.
Ah, the meaning behind the name reveals itself. Let's go ahead and save as is tradition. Just because who knows when a disk read error will happen, or power outage, or something else horrible.
A ship of unknown origin has been detected approaching the Sand Island coastline. We've confirmed that this ship has launched numerous unmanned aerial vehicles probably used for reconnaissance. The UAV will likely return to the launch ship for retrieval after completing their spy operations. You are to halt this operation by intercepting and destroying these recon drones before they can be recovered by the ship. However, do not attack the ship until further orders are transmitted.
Alright. Fighting drones. It's fine by me. Still can't do anything with the planes. I didn't read this last time. So amidst the eternal waves of time, from a ripple of change shall the storm rise out of the abyss. Okay, that's why I didn't read it last time.
Mordog, this is Thunderhead.
I'll read the second half later.
Recon drones returning to spy vessel. Shoot them down before they get back to the ship.
Alright.
Sure thing. You got that, gang? All right, let's go.
Way ahead of you. Literally.
Our orders are to not fire on the ship, understood? Good. Aim only for the recon planes. Show me what you've got, kid.
I got a lot.
How you doing, kid? Pretty easy, huh? Okay, let's hurry up and finish this.
Kid is a bit dull-witted. He only answers yes or no.
Guys. This feels like target practice.
Haven't even done anything.
I'm glad there aren't any live people in these things, aren't you? Really? I'd much rather deal with drones like these myself.
I want to be a cold-blooded killer.
Guess this is a good time to have a little competition of kill scores.
Okay, but I've got quite the lead. You sure you want to do
I
that?
sure use some funky evasive maneuvers. That ship, is that where these drones are headed?
Warning, multiple bogies inbound, closing fast.
Same attack axis as before?
280, same vector as last time.
Jeez, how many planes they got lined up at the border? We've only got 4 on our side. We better abort. This way.
Oh, you don't want to engage?
Stick to my tail.
Sure,
Good boy.
yeah, it's gonna take me a sec. They're getting chased. I'm chasing the chasers. I mean, just say the word and I can end all of this.
I can't make it. They're running me down. Oh, you're taking the trail position today, rock and roller? Hold on. I'll clear your 6 o'clock for you. Damn it. Why'd I have to draw the short straw today?
Ah, now we can engage.
Everyone else, quit gawking and start shooting. Don't worry. Just remember your training.
Captain Bartlett!
Enemy fire confirmed. Turning to engage. Edge engaging.
Heartbreak 1 engaging. Chopper engaging.
Mordog, you are not cleared to engage at this time.
Oh, just a hit.
We're gonna shoot them all down, kid.
Break right. Landed on the captain's tail. I'm on it.
All right, not bad.
Enemy squadron has commenced counterattack. You splashed an enemy without permission to engage? What are you thinking, Mordog?
Are these the only ones that made it back? Missile hit.
Do not pursue the enemy across the border into Osean territory.
There he is.
Are they here to get back at us for those drones or what?
Are those the same fighters from before?
Secure the local airspace until retrieval is complete. The enemy has no reinforcements. Hurry up and eliminate them. Flight of 4 fighters inbound. Believed to be the same squadron from 2 days ago.
That's mine.
Picture
Thanks.
clear. All hostile aircraft are destroyed.
And there you go.
Warning still in effect. Keep your heads on a swivel. Watch out, Nagasei. They're down below us, too.
Whoa. Got one of them crazy missiles.
Captain!
Hey, save the waterworks. I'm just gonna bail out here. We can replace these things. It's getting the crew back alive that counts. Make a call to scramble the search and rescue copter and my reserve plane, okay? Warning! Warning! War Dog Squadron, return to base immediately.
But the rescue helicopter isn't here yet.
Leave that to the rescue team. Refuel and rearm at the base. And get back in the air immediately. The enemy has declared war on us.
Oh. Well then. I was kind of like sort of getting the mood to watch the replays, but I mean, we just saw it.
The reconnaissance UAV and the unidentified fighter aircraft that bounced us during the mission have been shot down. The country of origin of the ship is still unknown, but it has ceased operations in our maritime defense zone and has departed the area. Once we sanitize our coastal waters, we will conduct a search and rescue mission to find Captain Bartlett, who was shot down. Furthermore, the Union of Yuktobanian
How long is it gonna be waiting out there?
has officially declared war on the Osean Federation.
Okay. So, Yuktobania. They're the new big bads. Which I don't recall all of the parties involved in previous games. But usually it seems like every game there's always some other country that gets a stick up its rear and decides to declare war on somebody.
This was the room, or the cell, I had been assigned to. Captain Hamilton. Unlike his superior, the base commander who locked me in here, he's been very reasonable with me. He even got my camera back. He told me that if his uncle wasn't a soldier, he would have liked to have a job like mine.
Well, we don't have any reason to hold you anymore.
What do you mean?
Yuktobania just declared war. They've launched an offensive simultaneously, too. Our naval port at St. Hewlett is getting bombed right now.
Hamilton sounds familiar. I might have to look up who does his voice, but sounds like one of those people that would be doing a villain.
There were only 3 of them now.
Due to pressing circumstances, I'll be issuing an emergency in-flight briefing.
Oh, okay.
Our naval base at St. Hewlett reports that Yuktobanian aircraft have launched a surprise attack on the port. The situation there is critical, with widespread panic. Ships from the 3rd Osean Naval Fleet docked at the port are currently under attack and taking heavy losses. Hurry to Port St. Hewlett and provide air cover for our naval vessels attempting to escape the bay. Among these ships is the aircraft carrier Kestrel. It is the flagship of the 3rd Naval Fleet and a critical combat asset. You must protect the Kestrel at all costs.
Okay. I suppose I could do that also. Hamilton is voiced by Crispin Freeman, who does a shit ton of voices. For some reason, the only one I could think of right now is Alan Gabriel from Big O. But he does way more than that. I've seen his name a lot of places.
Underhead to War Dog. Edge, you lead the formation.
Negative. You take the lead, Blaze. I'll fly in your wing.
2nd Lieutenant Nagasei, follow your orders.
No, Blaze is leading. I'll protect at 6 o'clock. And I'm not gonna lose another flight lead.
Quit screwing around. This is war. The enemy's all over and they're gonna eat you alive. I'd better stick to the trail position. Thanks.
This is Captain Snow. Call sign Swordsman. Engaging next enemy formation. Give me a position.
This is the AA Cruiser Excalibur. The ship blocking us up ahead. You've got to move away. We can't use our spy radar.
Also, Snow is our bold Billingslays. Jet Black. Was the name ironic? I don't know.
Blaze, engage.
Switch to third person though.
I'll cover your 6. All right, Blaze?
Yeah, okay.
Blaze, you take the lead. I'll go trail and follow.
The tanker next to us just exploded. Where's the fireboat? It's spreading to our ship. Help us! Nobody saw them coming?
Their ships are just sitting in anchor. This is like target practice. Enemy reinforcements detected. Heads up and get ready. Captain, you know how to give your commands?
Oh, it's a little noisy. Yes, I know how to give commands.
I'm ready for them anytime, so just say the word.
The fireboat got caught in the explosion. 3 ships are burning now.
This is not a drill.
Oh, thanks for the heads up, you idiot.
Your target is the enemy
Calm down.
aircraft carrier and the large surface combatants surrounding it. Don't let them escape the port. Sink them all. Protect the Kestrel at all costs. It's time for our ship to live up to its name. Thanks,
A little bit too far to the left on that.
until we break out of the port.
Blaze, this is Edge. Have you located the carrier Kestrel?
Yes.
I picked it up as well. Looks like it's still all right.
It's a little hard to see. I mean, it is an aircraft carrier.
The entire craft is in flames.
Man, what happened here? This is worse than even I imagined. This is the port captain. All vessels leave port immediately. Ships nearest to the exit first.
I don't care if we take hull damage. We're clearing out of here any way we can.
Escape the port and take evasive action. No mistakes.
Turn on the IFF system.
This is the aircraft carrier Kestrel, approaching port exit. Roger, Kestrel. The Kestrel takes top priority. That barge over there, move it. I know you want out of here, but open up a path. That carrier is valuable.
Missile liftoff, 600 feet off port bow.
The Kestrel is in open waters. Bon voyage, guys. All friendly aircraft, protect the Kestrel for us. This is Swordsman. On my way.
Okay, maybe we should get a little closer to it, just, you know, in case.
This is AWACS Thunderhead.
There you go.
Swordsman, remain in the eastern sector. Protect our territory and continue
Oh,
battle.
it's like right beneath me.
But that's my carrier. War Dog, provide cover for the Kestrel. Damn it, you pig-headed. All right, I'm counting on you. Don't lose our ship.
Range
Ooh.
to bay exit, 3 miles.
AWAC, Bogey Dog, give me a target. Bogies inbound from Vector 280. It's no use, there's too many of them.
Also, a slight upgrade in this game compared to Ace Combat 4 is the Vulcan cannon does not have a limited ammunition supply, so I can shoot as much as I want. Guns don't overheat either, so that's kind of weird, but I mean, I'm for it.
War Dog, this is Thunderhead. We need you to take care of the Kestrel.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing, man.
Good. We're counting on you, War Dog. Don't take your eyes off the Kestrel.
The ship's
I mean, you're the eye in the sky. Have you not been seeing what's going on?
fast.
A-Flight, engage the enemy ships. B-Flight,
Ah, screw it.
attack and destroy the Gulfport facility.
That didn't even work.
C-Flight, fly top cover. Establish air superiority. You got that? Roger, commencing attack.
Enemy attack, return fire. Calm down, just calm down. Enemy anti-ship missiles launched. Begin phalanx fire. No, stop! You're firing on the docks!
Yeah, you gotta watch for that.
And drop the lifeboats! What are you doing? Hurry up and get out of here! This is it, it's over!
That was my kill.
Man, this is the worst day of my life! Enemy planes at 3 o'clock! 3 o'clock from home! You're not helping us here!
Kid, I mean, Blaze, we can split up and handle this. Want to?
Fine.
Okay, roger that. Disperse.
Only because I'm running low on missiles.
Back to
Smoke's blocking my view ahead. I'm cutting in.
Yeah, that was hard to see.
Target hit! That's a kill!
We've got to get the Kestrel out of their weapons engagement zone. Move the Kestrel out of enemy range.
This is Medical Center 3. We're ready to admit patients.
We may have even more wounded coming in soon. Are you sure you're okay?
We'll be fine. Please, don't give up hope.
Hey, rookie. You sure you'll be okay by yourself?
I'm okay. I can do this.
I need to get a little closer if I'm gonna do this.
The enemy's already got the Kestrel within firing range.
You got any free beds over there?
Sorry, we're already full. Try somewhere else.
There's fighting going on over there too?
There's fighting going on everywhere within the Bay Area.
Come on, Kestrel!
Radar lock! Fox 2!
Those are people floating in the waves.
Yeah, that's what happens.
I shouldn't have looked. When that enemy plane crashed and covered the water in flames, there were people floating right there. I could see their faces. So many of them. Somebody stop this. I can't take it anymore.
Oh, we're back.
Kid, did you see that?
No.
I see. Never mind then. We're out of the Gulf, but stay alert. The carrier's entering the ocean. Come on, whoever's out there, help us out. Get that bucket of bolts out of here.
This is the captain of the aircraft carrier Kestrel. My congratulations to all ships that managed to escape. As captain, I will now form a provisional battle fleet. The enemy's built a blockade with their fleet in front of us. We have to break through this and escape to safer waters. Good luck, everyone. All friendly aircraft, your support is requested.
What is a Nimrod? Is that a chopper or is it a plane?
This is Thunderhead. Are you clear on the mission objective?
I'm good.
Begin the mission at once.
Range to blockade line confirmed at 4 miles. Their formation centered around that carrier. Begin operations.
This is the perfect chance to improve our battle record. Let's go.
I'm a little worried about that Nimrod thing. It looks like a bomber.
Aircraft targeting the carrier from beyond the horizon. Stay on the lookout for inbound long-range anti-ship missiles.
Hold on.
It's awfully slow, too. Oh, yeah, it is a bomber. So it's taken
Blaze, watch your missile
more than
returns.
2 hits. Wow.
Fox 2! Fox 2!
I'm not gonna let them sink us here. We're gonna break through the middle of that fleet. Guess we'll have to accept the loss of a few ships.
Where did Delta 1 go?
Okay, watch out for that falling bomber.
Respond!
Kestrel, turn to starboard immediately. Your present heading will drive you right into their attack. Secure a route for the Kestrel first. Delta 3, your current course will take you within range of enemy fire. Target hit!
Bring all the wounded inside. We don't have time to treat them.
Radar lock!
Maintain fleet formation. We're gonna break right through. Missiles incoming from aft starboard. 2 of them.
Somebody get on those planes.
Roger!
Hit the enemy ships blocking the path of our allied fleet first.
Weapons release!
I gotta admit, the enemy's got some great pilots. Our fighters are providing great top cover. We can do this. We're about to hit the blockade. All hands, give me everything you've got.
This is the Kestrel. Maintaining current speed and heading.
It's a
We're
weird
breaking
angle.
through the center. Moving in to support the carrier. Ocean fleet approaching. The enemy fleet is coming head on. What are they thinking?
Keep your head in the fight. If you manage to keep the fleet safe, you might just score yourself a medal. Enemy ship approaching the carrier's port side. Engage!
Captain Snow, we entrust the sky above us to you. Roger, Captain Anderson. Plot your attack outside of enemy firing range. Blaze, you are Winchester. 0 missiles left in reserve.
not gonna hit anybody. Yeah, it's worth a shot.
Let's send this one right up their fantail. We're out of ammo. More ammo. Haul them over from storage on the double. This is what we trained for. We can do this. As long as we're still afloat, we have a fighting chance. Whoa! Where'd that shaking come from? Behind us. The top deck's been blown off.
A whole lot of talking going on for a mission accomplished.
One tough boat, man. Yeah. So, kid, does it feel good to be the flight lead?
Sure.
I see. Good, I'm glad to hear it.
This is the captain of the aircraft carrier Kestrel. Our fleet has successfully escaped to safe waters. My thanks to our brave warriors of the sea and in the air.
Oh, okay. It's like, was there more to that?
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 planes. Count them up, man. We're all back safe. I can't wait to tell the captain once they pluck him out of the ocean.
But the captain, Captain Bartlett, never returned to Sand Island.
Yeah, I was about to say, Chopper, you cursed it, you jinxed it.
The aircraft carrier Kestrel has survived the enemy attack and has broken through into open waters. Although the 3rd Ocean Naval Fleet sustained considerable damage, it's still combat capable.
I'm sure they could do on-water repairs. Any new aircraft available for purchase. And I got a medal. For some reason. Maybe I did something really cool. I don't know, I think...
When the rescue chopper
I'll
arrived,
mention it later.
the captain was nowhere to be seen. The only thing they found was the retreating enemy intelligence vessel. This island used to be a place of exile from the rest of the world. It then became our first line of defense against the enemy.
Oh yeah. Let's turn that down and reminisce about the early 2000s and their stylings of rock and roll. So doggy. Sky Kid was an interesting game, even though I never owned it. I believe it had several different versions, but the one I remember playing was on the NES. It was okay. I liked 1942 a little bit better. And the music's still playing. Just read the subtitles. Chopper likes his rock and roll. He's having a little bit of a discussion with, I forgot his name now. Or have they even said his name yet? I don't know, probably. But the reporter man. Also, he's got a nice little coif. He loves rock and roll so much, he's developed sideburns and hair like Elvis. Quite good. Still. Man, they really wanted to get their use out of that song. I mean, they probably played a lot for it, so I would want to as well, but still. Okay. Out of the abyss appears the eyes of a demon. Behold, the Rosgrees, its wings a black sheath. That's loud. Start now? I'd rather not be around when planes are crashing.
The captain's spare plane is still in the hangar.
Forget it. Put your airport, get as much altitude as you can fast. Don't let the enemy bounce you from above. All right? Now, first enemy waves pass by.
Hey, I didn't even get a chance to look at planes to buy.
Please scramble! Emergency launch! Hurry!
Yeah, that'd be a bad thing.
They're gonna get annihilated on the target if we don't get them airborne! Please, your altitude restriction is canceled. Protect our base!
Why was there even a restriction in the first place? Seems like we were in such dire straits.
Control tower to War Dog. Intercept the bombers. Don't let them attack the runway.
I see you managed to make it up. Is your plane all right?
Seems okay.
Glad to hear it. Looks like keeping it in good shape has paid off.
This is War Dog leader, Lieutenant Colonel Ford. Approaching Sand Island. What's your current status?
Here comes His Highness from the mainland.
Really?
This is
Oh,
base
nothing's
control.
hitting.
We are under air attack. Repeat, we are under air attack.
I trust you can hold the runway until we arrive?
Could try.
Right. Protect it at all costs.
Fire team, stop the fire from spreading to our ammo dump. Get anything flammable out of here. The ammo tube.
Whoa.
This is Chopper. Kid, have you picked up the targets?
I picked up one of them.
They've even got bombers. They want to destroy the base itself.
The bombers that attacked us are turning around. They're heading back towards Sand Island.
Where are they exactly?
We gotta stop them here or it's all over. Even I know that. Attack successful. The enemy's confused and disoriented.
The air attack always comes after a reconnaissance. We should have known. Wonder how many squadrons we've lost. They're all burning now. We've got to keep control
How
of
slow
the
these things
airspace
are.
over the base.
Getting that first hit in is a little bit
Rescue
rough.
team, help out the wounded. All three hands, help the fire control crew. Use the water in the supply tank to put out the fire.
So they pick up speed
Come on,
fast.
why don't you just turn around and go home? There's no turning back now. This is all out war. Don't lose your focus. You'll fly yourself right into the ground.
No, not you.
Who should we target first? The fighters or the bombers? All units prepare for the next bombing run. Disable the runway to prevent takeoffs. This will blunt their counterattack. Here they come! Prepare to fire! Fire! Fire before they do! Ah, my rock and roll records! They're in my room! It took me forever to collect all those! The heat is incredible! Where are the fireproof suits? The ventilation system isn't working. I can't see a thing from the smoke. The fire doors are warped from the heat.
Props is taking off.
What, old man?
Look at the hangar! Who the hell pulled that out? This is Grim. I was in the hangar helping out the mechanic.
Oh, hey, Grim.
The hell you are? You're not even out of replacement pilot training yet. Aren't there any other spare pilots around? I didn't see any.
There's no time. Be careful, Grim. I'll cover you.
I'll try.
From what I remember of him, he just kind of spun around in circles on the map.
Kid, Grim's coming up. I'm not sure he can handle this. Are we just gonna watch? Roger, let's give him a hand. Control systems are okay? Do not allow them to get any more planes airborne.
Grim's a prime target right now for the enemy. We have to protect him.
Oil pressure? No problems? What was that? That guy's nuts! Another one's taking off now. Yeah! Nice one! Engine sounds great. Thank you, mechanics. Make sure you're prepared to provide cover at any time. Fuel check. This ought to be enough. Projection system okay? The enemy is taking off. Destroy them before they get airborne. off. Can you see me from up there?
Kinda, yeah.
Roger. That's a relief. I'm in takeoff position on the runway. Engines full power. Come back! Come back! Don't stop
Oh,
him.
jeez.
Let him go.
That guy was really close.
Put your head down and keep it down. That explosion was pretty close.
Yeah, except the one near me.
Nice kill, Blaze.
Oh, wow. She sounds non-stoic for once.
Enemy planes climbing up to meet us. Be careful. Get up! Get up! Climb! Oh no! There's not enough time! I'm airborne. Grim, get over here and cover my 6. Roger! This is Airman First Class Grim. Call sign Archer. Control tower and all aircraft. I will be joining the War Dog Squadron. This is the control tower. Roger that. Please, take care of them for us. This is War Dog Leader. Sand Island, I'm out of fuel. Request clearance to land. Negative, Lieutenant Colonel Ford. You can't land. We're under attack. All friendly aircraft, cover me while I land.
Gonna do it anyway.
Second Lieutenant Davenport, is that you? Yes, sir. I'll make sure to light you up after I land. He's trailing fire! The Lieutenant Colonel's gone down!
Third wave closing fast.
That's
This is
good.
the control tower. Another wave of bombers approaching.
And I missed.
Close fast and destroy them.
If enemy missiles are inbound, check your radar. The missile should be displayed
I
on
was
the search screen.
with this guy.
I'm all right. Just try to follow the training manual.
There we go.
Stay calm, stay
Okay, who's trying to do what now?
That's some crazy flying. We resorted to launching him into battle? This base is toast, isn't it?
Edge, Fox 2. Bandit down. All right, next.
Aren't there any more friendly aircraft taking off?
We're in trouble if too many of them get airborne. Skipped a few items on the checklist, but all systems are go. Amazing. This is Grim's first battle. You better come back in one piece. No matter what happens, keep the power flowing. I think I can do this. The airborne enemies are disrupting our operations.
I should have milked a little bit more of those fighters.
Control tower to all aircraft. All bombers confirmed destroyed. Thanks for protecting our base, everyone.
It just seemed like more of a dire situation.
Was my flying all right?
You were barely off the ground.
Thank you. It was because of your support. Well, guess we didn't need to worry about Grim after all. Come on, let's get a welcoming party going.
He took off. Let's just hope he can land.
Blaze, begin landing
Ooh.
checks. You're cleared
Now
to
I
land.
get to land. Eat my own words. I wasn't this far out. But sure. I forget, does the landing gear come down automatically? I think it does. Yeah, it's already down, yeah.
3 miles to touchdown. You're coming in too fast. Slow down.
There's a lot of landing strip.
1 mile to touchdown. You're on the money.
I wonder if I should go a little bit closer to the hang. I don't think I need to do that, actually. I could just stop right here.
You're pretty good, Blaze. Stand by and prepare for your next
Pretty
sortie.
good.
We sustained damage, but our efforts prevented the destruction of the base. The base is still combat capable, with repairs proceeding at a rapid pace.
Oh, good. Now, can we please get to the aircraft? No.
From the sky, the morning after, Pops came back like nothing had happened, as if the open sky had always been his one true home. Only 17 hours had passed since the war began. Yuktibania's war strategies seemed to be minutely timed to avoid giving Osea any chance to launch a counterattack. I got a notice of assignment as a member of the press corps. I guess Captain Hamilton had pulled a few strings for me. I didn't waste any time going to work. Second Lieutenant Nagase, inside the crew room. She's sitting by herself, writing something in her book. Nobody knew what she was writing. I realized these people may well be the story I was looking for all this time. In fact, I was sure of it.
All right.
Attention! Listen up! The biggest mistake Yuktibania has made in their blitz attack is that it had failed to sink any of our aircraft carriers. We'll evacuate all intact carriers to our inland sea, then use them as a base to rebuild our counter-strike force. You've been called to service on a very important operation, people. Keep that in mind out there.
Today at 1500 hours, 3 carriers from the 3rd Ocean Naval Fleet will rendezvous at Eglin Straits. These carriers are the Vulture, the Buzzard, and the Kestrel, which has successfully escaped from Port St. Hewlett, thanks to your help. Your mission is to coordinate with the Kestrel and provide top cover for all carriers during the rendezvous. Should you encounter enemy attack, defend the 3 carriers at all costs. The situation is fluid, so be sure to choose an aircraft with good defensive capability against both air and ground-based threats.
Well, you got it. Also, Archer is now a permanent member of the team. You can watch him flail about in the air. Let's take a look at our buying options. What sort of things can we purchase? Oh yes, I never really got the system here because you can buy upgraded versions of planes. So like the far left is the default stuff, and then you can get like better versions of it. But I've only played this game once, by the way, but when I played it, I never knew how to actually like unlock later ones. I guess now that I'm neither renting nor borrowing it, and I've got the physical copy, I should probably take a look inside the manual, but I have not done that yet. But I forgot about how this whole system anyway, so maybe it's metal-based, I'm not too sure. But we do have different planes now. Oh, and thinking about it, you have to buy multiple planes if you want your squadron to have the same aircraft as you do. Otherwise, you just buy a good one for yourself, and then the squadron can take, the leftovers. So, whatever works, I suppose. We got a little bit of... Oh, what the hell is that? A little bit of a variety. It's definitely more ground-based. Let's try to listen to the commander and do something that's a little bit more balanced. Although a lot of them seem to be more focused on ground attack, so... Well, what about this? F4. Can I get any more information? Oh no, I found what I'm looking for. I wanted to see what the missile capacity was. So in comparison to what we were using, which is these, let's see. Okay. I don't know, this seems pretty much, except in a couple departments, but like a high-end upgrade. So maybe I could buy a couple of these. Wait, what am I doing? Okay, triangle's the back out button. Oh, and you don't get to purchase weapon upgrades individually. I think they just, it's whatever comes with. Which I suppose I'm fine with, so whatever. Also, insert Joe K3R3. I don't know if something is supposed to be an emote in there, but welcome to the stream. Let's see. Okay, so let's just give it a try and see what happens. I don't remember how a lot of the aircraft handled in this game, so we'll just have to play it by ear. I'm not gonna say, since she's the wingman, she can have the other upgraded one, and you guys can get the crap that's left over.
We're launching with this formation then?
Yeah, fine. Good enough for me. Somewhere between Craptacularly and Secret Weapons of World War II. Oh, okay.
It was
well,
nothing.
Maybe it'll be
Easiest
okay.
Mission in the world. That's what it was supposed to be. It wasn't just us, but everyone they could get their hands on. General mobilization. Our planes filled the sky like a huge aluminum cloud. There was no way the enemy could attack. The Queens of the Ocean made it to the inland sea. We've got it made in the shade now.
What are these expressions?
This is Thunderhead. We've arrived outside the range of enemy air attack. Permission granted to return to your assigned bases in sequence. Aircraft may refuel for the return trip if required. Hold above the carrier for the tanker aircraft.
Everyone's starting to leave. Can we go yet?
War Dog Squadron, I told you to wait for the tanker plane above the carrier.
I swear, man.
Which one are we going towards? Vulture?
Hey, what is that? Is my radar on the fritz?
Nope.
It's showing up on mine, too.
Dead enemies.
Where'd it come from? How come the morons at Thunder Blockhead didn't notice it? Yo, kid!
You have to call him Captain now.
Oh, they're way up there.
Yeah. Hey, you think we ought to report this?
Enemy approaching! All units, return to your combat
Harriers.
stations! Protect the carriers!
Harriers going after the carriers.
We have 3 carriers. Don't let them sink even one.
Chopper engaging.
Archer, engaging.
Edge, engaging.
Bandits in gun range. I can't take off. Shoot down those enemy planes for me.
Okay, I'm coming. Hold on.
Blaze shut down a bandit.
Hurry and launch the carrier jets.
Yeah, I saw it miss. Thanks.
Be on the lookout and climb to higher altitude.
Roger. Let me know if you see anything.
Nice kill. Visibility is poor. It's the perfect time and place for a surprise attack.
Like trying to flank us?
Yeah, I can't help but feel like everything's working against us.
Coming in low, too.
Come on, I can do this. I've been through a real battle before.
Stay alert. Enemy radar's locked onto you.
How did the enemy know when to attack?
Something's strange here, but I'm not sure what. Is that what an enemy attack is usually like?
Yeah, nice one.
If we're attacked here,
Yeah, it looks like the enemy's got him, but
yes.
I don't remember them being purchase options. But why would you need a VTOL aircraft in a game like this?
They flew all the way here?
Though it would be interesting.
They're too far. We can't make it.
There's a lot of them. Captain, I
Do what you want.
Breaking formation for now.
I've got no rule over you.
Splash one! Splash one!
So I'm liking this track. For the whole, I don't remember enjoying the soundtrack to 5 as much as I did 4. But I don't know. Maybe that's just a lapse in memory.
Aircraft are airborne! Alright, I'm airborne. Come up and get me.
This one's pretty good.
Oh, they're finally here. What took you guys so long?
All personnel to battle stations.
Captain Snow, you're responsible for the air defense effort. Roger, Captain. I won't let you down. All right, gentlemen. It's time to clean house. You're not getting off that easy.
Coming at him at a weird angle.
Watch out for the reef.
I'll just fire a missile.
Fox 2! Fox 2!
Maintain current formation.
Wish the Harrier was usable.
These guys
It's a
don't know
cool
when to quit.
plane.
It's really starting to tick me off.
I mean, they do have quite a bit of variety.
Just went down.
There's a lot of selection by end game.
Full screen ahead.
Of course, everybody just uses the SU, so it's like, what's the point? But
Shoot them down
it would be nice.
The captain's hurt. Where are the medics? Hey, come on. We need some air support here.
I've gotten rid of most everything. I mean, you can calm down a little bit.
Not this time.
Warning! Enemy radar is tracking your every move. Don't let them get any closer to the fleet.
This is Halo 2. Have the 3 carriers met up yet? This is the Castro. It'll be a little longer before we meet.
Roger. Don't take too long.
Hold your fire until the enemy's within range.
I already got it. Don't worry about it. Music is usually background noise. I don't know about that. In a lot of the forums that I usually talk about games, these games with people are passionate about the soundtracks. Some of them, I'm sure, especially when it comes to the earlier games, but 4, 5, 0, people really appreciate those soundtracks. 6, I've never played, so I can't speak about that one. I don't usually see people talk about it anyway. 7, I don't. I would try to avoid as many 7 discussions as possible, just because I'm gonna get it eventually. I just haven't played it yet. But yeah, the Holy Trinity PS2 games, particularly, seem to be the ones that people tend to really like the soundtracks on. But it might be just be one of those things where it's just the more hardcore fan base. I don't know.
Second enemy attack wave approaching. Let's engage them.
Because when there's been other games, or series in particular, where I've heard people talking about, like, ooh, this aspect is, like really great soundtrack, or aesthetic design, or writing, whatever it could be. And then, I take a look at it, and it's like, I've heard better, I've seen better, but
Bandits in gun range.
with this one, I don't remember too much. So I'm just calling it as I see it. Hey, that was mine.
Heads up. They're carrying long-range anti-ship missiles. Do not allow them to get in range. Fly out to intercept.
4 in particular, though, that final track, when you're taking on the megalith, is magnifique.
Closing in on carrier.
We're almost at the rendezvous.
Oh, and the menu music is quite lovely, too.
Warning. Enemy fighters within range to fire anti-ship missiles. Defend the carrier.
I guess I can't remember the other ones too much, but they were good. I'm just flying aimlessly because I don't think there's anything else to do. Unless something pops up, I guess we should probably follow the carriers. Oh yeah, there they come. Here we are, dicking around.
No good, it's a miss.
Don't worry about it.
Radar lock. Nice kill.
Thanks.
Watch your altitude while executing your mission.
Fox 2.
Yeah. This guy's trying to be evasive.
All enemy attack planes confirmed destroyed. Area sanitized. Nice work, War Dog.
Come in and scare this man.
War Dog, your air defense mission is complete. Hold for the tanker aircraft above the Kestrel.
Wait, let me work my way. Oh, never mind.
Ballistic missile incoming! A ballistic missile? Where'd they launch that from?
Hey, what's that?
Oh, this thing. What the hell's the name of this thing? I was referencing it when we were talking about, what's it in 4?
Allied squadron wiped out? What happened? Too much.
The carrier's head! It's tipping!
Someone! Anyone! What's happening?
I don't know. Everything below 5,000 feet is just
Yeah,
annihilated.
maybe we should climb up a little bit.
Second missile incoming. Damn it. Listen up. If you want to survive, then climb above 5,000 feet before that thing hits. All units, move it. Kestrel, evasive action. What are we gonna do, kid? I'll follow you.
Yeah, climb to a high altitude. That'd be my suggestion.
Are they sure it's 5,000 feet? This is Archer. Roger. I'll follow you, Captain. Climb! Just climb!
People are spilling off the decks!
There goes another ship! Seconds to next impact. 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Impact.
Alright, I want to see it. Oh, jeez. Wow, you're really close.
The Vulture took a direct hit! She's sinking! How could this happen to her fleet?
New secret weapon.
Heavy damage! All hands, abandon ship! What the hell was that attack? It was like molten steel raining down on us! Lost contact with the damage. What's going on? Somebody tell me! This is the Kestrel. All surviving aircraft. Respond.
This is Swordsman. I managed to stay alive. Looks like the War Dog squad made it too.
Two aircraft carriers lost. I can't believe this is all that's left of our force.
We don't have enough fuel to get back to base either. War Dog Squadron, we can't get a tanker aircraft over to you. Proceed northeast to Hayerlark Base, land and refuel.
Hey, kid! You really should start calling him Captain.
Forget it. If he's a captain, then I want him to start trash talking like a captain. Man, I'm missing that voice real bad now.
He's got us back alive from battle for the second time. As far as I'm concerned, he's our captain now.
That's right. And I'll never lose my lead plane again. No matter what.
Well, that's reassuring, I guess. So yeah, this is essentially the reverse of Stonehenge from the last game. Instead of having a duck below 5,000 feet, you gotta go above it. And we'll see what the source is later on, I suppose. Or maybe they'll just reveal it in a briefing, I don't know.
The enemy attack squadron has withdrawn from the area. The aircraft carriers Vulture and Buzzard were sunk by a powerful burst missile attack. According to hydrophone data analysis, we have determined that the attack was carried out by the Sinfaxi, a Yuktobanian underwater
Is that the
attack
name of it? I don't remember that being the name of
The
it.
specs of this ship are unknown, but its existence confirms that the advanced shipbuilding efforts of the Yuktobanians have been going on unabated since the previous war. The Sinfaxi is a serious threat to our objectives.
Oh, all right.
Emergency transmission from Central. Our army has decided to deploy the military power of the Arkbird to neutralize the grave threat posed by this new enemy submarine.
Arkbird missions are always a little bit strange. This is when we finally started going to space. But you don't actually get to go up there. You just send something up there.
We set off for the northern region to refuel. This place is paradise compared to what's further ahead. Beyond our destination lies the closed gate to Nord-Belka. 15 years ago, the Belkans set off 7 nuclear bombs there to stave off the advancing Allied forces, entombing themselves in the frozen valleys to the north. That bit of history should have been enough of a lesson for us all. The 7 Belkan cities near the gate were vaporized, and the local area is still highly radioactive. Our landing point was in the state of North Ocean, formerly a haven for Belkans, but now entrusted to Oceanland. If you refer to it by that name in front of a local, he'll put a scowl on his face and tell you that this is South Belka.
Yeah, they shouldn't have got beat in the war.
Higher Lark meant a lot to us. Our flight training took place here on this airfield. On the base, we were surrounded by junior cadets, eager to hear war stories. The newspaper article about us, written by that journalist Jeanette, made it here faster than we did. Somewhere along the line, we had become the most experienced pilots in the entire world. Us, Captain Bartlett's.
Also, speaking of background music, it's overtaking the vocals quite a bit.
We were directed to take these inexperienced pilots back with us to Sand Island when we returned.
Man, we better thank Pops for this. Like that. Cuz, he's the guy who pounded basic fighter maneuvers into us. Now we can lord it over all these guys.
You said it. These pilots had only a tenuous grasp of flying, much less mid-air refueling, so we had to land at every base along the way. I can't believe we have to send them off to guard the western coastline.
You gotta do what you gotta do. Also, mid-air refueling seems like a scary thing. I wouldn't want to do it.
An SSTO craft launch facility lies to the east of our current location, McNeely Air Force Base. The facility was a collaborative project between OSIA and Yuktobania. It was built to be a bridge to outer space, with a mass driver 7.5 miles in length. Our radar has detected several planes from a Yuktobanian squadron approaching the facility from several directions. The facility is currently conducting pre-launch operations for an SSTO craft. The base commander will provide you with further orders.
Yeah, alright, fair enough. We didn't unlock any, new aircraft, did we?
This is the commander of McNeely Air Force Base. All units, including those refueling at this base, are now under my command. Engage the incoming enemy. All untrained pilots are barred from taking off. Those guys are still kids.
Oh, okay. So that means just war dogs.
10 minutes to launch. Commencing countdown.
I remember this space center well. The mass driver was built by OSIA and Yuktobania as part of their collaborative efforts to construct an international space station. Our anti-war president used the surplus funds that came from cutting the defense budget to build it.
Is that the Arkbird?
The Arkbird, a white bird built as the first step toward the realization of the space station project. Now it's left its orbit and is just low enough to graze the atmosphere.
Yeah, so we could put a gun on it.
It's coming down to pick up the laser cannon they're about to launch. They were building a bridge of peace that would span into outer space. Not anymore. The machinery meant for this peaceful mission was about to be used for our counterattack.
Hey, listen.
Yes?
Isn't that thing supposed to work like a satellite? Why'd it climb down all this way?
It's a maneuverable orbiting spacecraft.
I know that. I'm just saying, if the system uses atmospheric friction to change its orbit, then wouldn't that make it pretty hard to defend itself?
I guess it'd be in trouble if someone started firing at it right now.
Yeah, so shouldn't it be higher up then?
And then we can put the gun on it.
Continue countdown. 3 minutes to launch.
Halt the countdown. Enemy incoming. This is the Base Air Defense Command. The enemy has a large formation of transport planes escorted by a squadron of fighters. They're conducting an air assault to capture this base.
What? They're actually planning to invade Osea?
The hell? What'd you drop? Oh, tanks.
If we shoot the parachutes before the tanks detach, we'll smash them into the ground. You with me?
If you could get them that fast, go ahead.
We don't have any other choice. I can't believe that's our strategy.
Airborne tanks are dropping from the transport plane.
Can you count all those parachutes? I gave up already.
Destroy all airborne ACVs.
I'm just gonna go after the tanks.
On
A
ground.
more immediate threat.
The ACVs are moving this way. Don't let them get near the mass driver.
Oh, they require 2 hits. Damn.
They're targeting us. Go on, get out of here. Use the trailers to form a barricade.
Our allies on the ground are mixed in with the enemy. Can't we do anything about that?
Oh.
Enemy tanks parachuting down in large numbers.
You're kidding. They're trying to capture this place?
It's all over if the tanks break through. Blaze, do you think our forces are sufficient to...
Nope, I do not.
So it's up to our close air support to make sure they succeed.
This is the Northeast Sector Defense Force. The enemy has broken through Pillbox 1. They're descending over here. Retreat! Oscar 8! Missile! Turn! These machine guns don't even make a dent in those tanks.
Do the ground forces have any anti-tank units? Are they gonna be okay?
I don't know. But either way, we can't let those things reach the ground.
Captain, the enemy is spread out over a large area. Should we split up to engage them? Roger. Don't worry, I can handle it. Archer, breaking off.
This is the Northeast Sector Defense Force. Pillbox 2 has been breached.
The agility and speed of those tanks are far better than I
Yeah, they're moving pretty fast.
Our pillboxes are getting pummeled. We gotta protect them.
Hey, those are enemy planes! We're sitting ducks here. We'll just have to rely on our escort fighters. Enemy tank battalion to the northeast will reach the mass driver in a few moments. This thing sure
Oh, jeez. Wait a second. That's not you. That's like napalm.
Edge, Fox 2.
Number 12's parachute was shot away. It's in free fall. We need some help here. How much longer you gonna let it play target practice with us? This isn't funny. These tanks are gonna turn into our coffins soon. What are we supposed to do? Shoot at planes with our cannons? We're defenseless in the air. Guess we better start praying.
Come on.
What's the status on those airborne tanks? Grim, can you check?
Several of them have already landed and are executing their attack. We should engage as many of them as possible in front of our defense perimeter.
Yeah, I agree.
Fox 2, Fox 2. Throw the Molotov cocktails!
Now these guys are getting desperate.
I hate having to shoot you after you finally touch ground and all, but... sorry.
We can't shoot them all down. We can only thin out their numbers.
I don't think I shot down one.
Damn, I can't believe they're doing an airdrop. We have to defend this base by ourselves? Big missiles coming this way! Come on, baby, don't hit us. Just let us land safely. Now descending. All systems go.
Enemy tank confirmed destroyed.
I'll try one more time to convince the higher-ups to launch. Number 8 just took a direct hit and exploded. Damn it, we're caught in a crossfire. They're firing at us from below, too. We do have parachutes for our tank crews, right? Go for the parachutes. Shoot the parachutes. Yes, I got him. They're easy targets hanging like that in the air. I actually feel kind of bad for them. You sure we'll be able to land safely? They just keep on coming down. That was a nasty shockwave.
So much chatter going on.
The tanks are
Can barely
mobilizing away
concentrate.
from their landing point. They're all scattering in droves the moment they touch ground.
At least it keeps it active.
All Yuktobanian ACVs destroyed. Our thanks to all Allied aircraft. That should be most of them.
It looks like they've abandoned the ground invasion and decided to just destroy the base. Wipe out the remaining enemy forces. Make an effort to minimize any damage to the mass
It's not a
driver.
bomber, is it?
Large number of cruise missiles tracked on the outer edge of our radar coverage. All fighters, engage and destroy these cruise missiles. Captain, can you detect the cruise missiles from there?
Yeah, probably.
I picked them up as well. They're heading for the facility. Look at all those missiles.
Oh, just die already.
Gonna get hit if this keeps up.
Alright, where are these missiles
This
at?
is Flight Director Adam Gittleman. Continue SSTO launch. Recommence launch sequence. Attention all personnel. We only have one chance to launch. Let's all do our jobs and see this through to the very end. That is all.
I think it's too far gone for
Weather
those.
team, Roger.
We're just gonna have to eat some
Flight
hits.
control team, Roger. Guidance team, Roger. Whoa, that was close. Come on, we can't waste any more time.
That's what I was afraid of.
I can't shoot them all down!
You'll do fine. Stay calm and you won't.
These are missiles that have like evasive
Missile
tactics. That's
trajectory
cool.
detected. Moving to intercept.
Bullseye! Blaze's missile hit the target!
Guidance team reporting. Our launch window will close in a few minutes. Have faith in our fighter pilots. Don't rush your final checks. 4 minutes to launch. Hold them off till
God.
then. 4 minutes? We won't last that long!
Blaze, do you know why the Armbird was built?
Yeah, it was a satellite thing.
Ironic, isn't it?
We'll be safe here. Calm down.
Ooh, that was
Steel
close.
on D block. Nobody's left in there, right? My plane can't keep up with them. We're being pushed back, little by little.
Chopper, box 2!
Alright, where are you at?
Take the wounded to warehouse 4. Communications. I want you to ensure all comm lines stay open. We've got it covered, sir. 3 modes of communication. Wired, wireless, and runners.
Oh, God. Okay, yeah, there's like 6 of them coming out now.
I can't tell from here. Ah, good. I'll continue.
I don't even know what you said, really. I'm just trying to get you to shut up.
3 minutes! 3 minutes to go! The catapult camera just shut off. Was the SSTO hit? The camera just malfunctioned.
This is Chopper. Bandit has been shot down.
Fire in H block! Flight control, your job is done. Evacuate the area immediately. We can't have any mistakes here. We're staying.
Alright.
Just a little more. Just 2 more minutes. Archer, box 2!
Do you have to go through every check? Can we just skip some?
resupply check. All stations, go over everything one last time. Guidance, navigation, flight control, telemetry, communications, flight dynamics. Do we have a go or no go?
All systems go from all team leaders. Proceeding with launch.
No, this guy's getting angry. Are you after me?
What about the final check on the remote measurement units?
Sorry, sir. Remote measurement units check
Man,
complete.
I can't even go over to fight like one little jet fighter.
1 minute left. Have a safe trip.
Damn it! Is this it for us?
The Air Force will get us through this. I know they will. So don't give up. Come on, have they launched yet?
No.
If the tide of battle doesn't change soon, we're in deep trouble.
Oh. Way too far of an angle.
Countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16.
Enemy planes approaching. Take cover.
There.
We're gonna launch this thing if it kills us. 5,
It just might.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. SSTO increasing speed. SSTO passing checkpoint 1. Passing checkpoint 2. Passing checkpoint 3.
Mass driver hit by cruise missile.
Is it going? Oh, there it goes. I was gonna say, forget those other missiles. I just want to see it take off. Oh. Whoa. I guess I have to readjust myself.
SSTO status report. Everything's clear. All systems are go. Yeah, I'm seeing it now. It's a beautiful sight. This is great.
I don't see it.
Observation room reporting. The SSTO is climbing smoothly. Congratulations.
Yay! Alright. Yeah, that mission gets a little stressful.
The white bird rose up once again. Laser cannon in its wings. It was a moving sight. In my heart, though, I wished it didn't have to be used in war.
None of them found out why the enemy targeted the base until much later. Of course, by that time, it was too late.
They wanted to prevent the launch, right? Or was there ulterior motives?
We prevented the Yuktobanian army from capturing the launch facility. The SSTO launch was successful. The SSTO docked with the Arkbird, which had descended into the upper atmosphere, and successfully transferred a laser weapon module over to the craft. All aircraft with the 108th Tactical Fighter Squadron and the Sand Island Detachment return to base as soon as rearming and refueling operations are complete.
Good. Satisfied with that, I suppose.
You people are like the plague, you know that? The moment you return to Sand Island, this happens.
A large combined force of Yuktobanian vessels and aircraft has been detected advancing in the ocean directly toward Sand Island from the west. Our intelligence has confirmed the presence of amphibious assault ships within the oncoming fleet. We believe the enemy's goal is to conduct a landing operation on Sand Island and capture this base. Close with the enemy, disrupt landing operations, and suppress their naval gunfire directed at our forces ashore.
Sounds easy enough, I guess.
Even if this turns into a ground war, I am prepared to fight for this island to the bitter end. As my advanced guard, I want you to forget everything else. Concentrate on dealing a lethal blow to the incoming enemy invasion fleet. We'll be deploying everything we've got. Launch every aircraft capable of anti-ship combat, regardless of combat experience.
That doesn't sound like a good idea, but sure. Okay, what did we get that's new? Let's have a look here. Yeah. More F-Series. I got the Hornet this time. F-16, okay. Alright, just those two. F-16 and F-A-18. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go for that one though. All right, we're moving on up.
Captain, please choose my plane.
Which plane am I going up in, Captain?
You guys get an upgrade.
Captain, which plane should
Our
I use?
hand-me-downs.
So, we're going up in this formation? War Dog, launch.
And we'll see how it plays out from there. I don't think this will be much of an issue, though.
This is AWACS Thunderhead. All units, listen carefully.
I missed that sweet voice. Say, you get that from your mama's side of the family?
Cut the chatter. First enemy wave, bearing 280
Got
degrees.
hovercrafts.
You are cleared to engage on site.
It's too risky to bring the nuggets here.
I'm with you on that. You agree, kid?
Yes.
Seriously, they got their hands full just keeping their planes in the air.
Do you all ever get scared, Captain?
Of course not.
We'd like to be the same way, but it's just impossible in a situation like this.
Our squad took a hit. It's sinking. This is Sand Island base defense. Enemy amphibious force intercepted at the coastline.
Oh, great. Here we go.
Enemy ships are firing toward Sand Island. Stop them. Enemy assault ships are launching attack helicopters. Shoot them down before they reach Sand Island.
So hey, if the enemy wins here, then what happens to us? Damn, this ain't looking good.
The coastline is under heavy enemy attack.
I know. All units, this is Colonel Perot at Base Command. Do everything in your power to stop them.
Vaporized.
If you can't protect this island, what will we tell our great heroes in the sky?
Great heroes? What's with him? He's like a completely different man.
Don't expect that stuff when we get back. I bet he's got a different script for us.
Enemy assault ships are launching hovercraft.
Finally, a real battle. I'm getting nervous. Beamer, your plane's wavering.
Hey, Nuggets, try to keep sight of your flight lead. Don't screw it up, all right?
We anticipate enemy fire to be minimal. Once you land, quickly gain control of the enemy's front line and secure a beachhead. Engaging enemy amphibious force!
Airborne attack squadron. Don't worry about us. We will stand firm and fight to the end.
What a tearjerker.
Man, if he needs our help, he should just say so. Of course, not that we have the time to help right now.
Calm down. Keep a cool head. Amazing. So this is what real battle's like. Is this all there is to it?
Don't jinx it now, man. That's happened with Chopper before.
Nuggets. Keep it up. Hangar hit by mortar shells. Crew quarters also damaged.
Damn it! My rock and roll collection's in there.
Keep fighting. Show some courage, Ram.
Oh, by the way, you guys can like disperse.
Enemy ground forces opening fire.
They're just following me around, watching me down all of these tiny aircraft.
Lost another nugget from Higherlock base.
Hey, make sure you stay glued to us. This way.
Damage to enemy defense positions unknown. Great weather. I can see for miles around. Perfect weather for a landing, eh?
Alright.
Numerous radar hits confirmed. Enemy planes inbound.
Help me! He's right behind me!
Come on, Casey! Shake him off!
Nuggets, do you read me? If you try to run from them, you will get hit.
Airbase fuel tank's taking fire! The water tank's hit too! Put out the fires! We gotta keep the base
Oh, we got some
operational!
big stuff here now.
Missile fired from enemy sub.
What?
Oh wait, the thing?
Get
The
out of there,
scintilla,
Ram.
whatever?
You Nuggets, too.
Climb, come on!
You hear me, Nuggets? You have to climb.
Pull up! Everyone! Get your altitude above 5,000 feet!
Submarine missile launch confirmed. Believed to be a burst missile with multiple warheads that separate in midair. Get above 5,000 feet and stand by. Wait, we're getting a command override from somewhere. Data linked to ASA targeting system. Who is this? Oh, it's counting down by itself. 9, 8, 7.
Damn it! They're not gonna make it!
4, 3, 2, 1.
Whoa, whoa.
The sky just lit up.
Missile vaporized in midair.
What was
The
that?
Arkbird.
Did you see that, kid?
Sort of.
A beam of light fell from the sky!
Was that the Arkbird?
Missile destroyed by a laser beam fired from orbit altitude. It's the Arkbird. We've got the Arkbird. All units, continue engaging the enemy. The missiles all disappeared. What's going on? What's that? What happened? The support plane is under attack.
This is the anti-sub patrol plane, Blue Hound. Submarine detected by sonobuoy. Sound pattern analysis produces a massive
Synfaxy, that's what it is.
Captain, do you think the Arkbird can really avoid hitting us? Yes, it does seem to be
Sure,
highly
they'll
accurate.
try.
Thunderhead, this is Blue Hound. Detecting sounds from Synfaxy indicating imminent missile launch.
Arkbird, we'll send the data over as soon as we detect the missile. We're counting on you.
They'll do their best.
That single bird has tipped the scale of this entire battle. We're all within range of that thing.
Missile away from enemy sub.
Locked on. Begin data link. It's not gonna shoot at us next, is it? Damn it, when are we gonna hit? Arkbird firing laser. Missile destroyed.
Kind of sounds like the old school
What was that light?
beam sound from King Ghidorah.
They shot that from outer space.
I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna get out of this alive. I know it.
Try not to be over dramatic on the battlefield.
Don't panic. We haven't lost yet.
Oh no, they're launching more missiles. Number 3, number 4, number 5.
There's too many!
Come on, Arkbird, use your lasers! The Nuggets are gonna get killed!
I'm gonna raise altitude just in case. Yeah. They got smart and started launching more than one warhead.
Move it!
Follow the
chopper, roger. I'll cover you.
Did that attack really come from a submarine? Missile vaporized in midair.
They're coming! They're still coming!
Oh, there's somebody behind me.
10 seconds to impact. 8, 7,
Your funeral down there.
5, 4, 3, 2, impact.
It's burst missiles. It's not like it's gonna target friendlies or unfriendlies only.
The eject handle's stuck! Wings damaged! Losing altitude! They're all falling!
Damn it. We can't deal with the enemy fleet like this.
This is Sand Island base defense! Intense fighting along the coastline! We can't hold out much longer!
We have no choice. Just weave through the missiles and continue attacking the
Oh.
ships.
Make it sound so easy.
Yeah, just weave through the missiles! What are you, nuts?
Enemy sub launching first missile. Brace for impact.
I just got down here.
Man, I'd hate to be on the receiving end of that.
Alright.
10 seconds to impact. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, impact now.
Oh, it's behind us.
Just keep going back and forth with bigger and fancier weapons. I can't keep up.
Calculate the launch point of the burst missile while we still have time. I'll slip in amongst the bad guys and attack them while they're confused.
Enemy sub launching first missile. Brace for impact.
Alright. He's a lot more intrusive than Stonehenge.
10 seconds to impact. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, impact now.
Those guys are already lost. Let's try to clean up the rest of them that are lagging behind back here.
Blue Hound, this is Artbird. Requesting sonar buoy data link.
Stand by. We're dropping a new sonar buoy.
All remaining squadrons, rejoin into attack formation. The remaining enemy forces are regaining their momentum.
Blue Hound, this is Artbird. Is that sonar buoy data available yet?
Roger. We're sending it now. What are you gonna do?
Countdown to firing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's not the Synfaxi, right? Or just... Alright, yeah.
The Artbird shot a laser into the ocean. Explosion in the water. It damaged the submerged Synfaxi, picking up sounds of main ballast
Nice.
below. The Synfaxi's surfacing.
Suckers. Oh, hey guys. What are you doing here?
Looks like it's lost diving ability. It's floating like a cork. All units, commence attack.
Let's take care of those Sams.
The Synfaxi's surfacing, but appears to be damaged.
Aircraft launching from enemy submarine. Roger. Blue Hound, stand by. War Dog, engage the enemy aircraft if you see an opportunity. Synfaxi SAM destroyed. Enemy sub launching first missile. Brace for impact.
Multiple burst missiles. This really is like Steel Rain.
Is that a movie?
We gotta end this soon.
talking about.
Seconds to impact. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, impact now!
It's like this enemy came straight out of the Demon Legends. It can't be.
If we can sink in here, you think we'll be able to turn the tide of battle, Captain?
Well, of course.
I hope so. We've been on the defensive for a while now.
Retreat immediately. Damn, it's huge. I guess it has to be to launch missiles like those.
Oh, wait. How did it not lock on? Alright, there it goes.
Shack on the target.
I don't know what that first bit was about, but...
We're approaching the vessel. Watch out for anti-aircraft fire.
Missile hit! 10 seconds to impact. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, impact
Ooh.
now!
I'll get a little close.
Yes, I shot him down.
Warning, the enemy's locked onto you.
That black hunk of metal's got a ton of firepower behind it.
Who's it at? That's not what we're looking for.
Destroyed most of the enemy landing force. No, correction. There's still a fair amount left.
There we go.
Arcbird firing laser.
Let me... give me a sec to clear out.
Direct hit.
Oh, jeez! No. Oh,
Blaze just crashed!
I didn't think I was like that veered off. Well, that was stupid. Oh. Okay then. Don't laugh.
This is AWACS Thunderhead. All units, listen carefully.
I missed that sweet voice. Say, you get that
I was so excited because the mission was over.
Cut the chatter.
I just wanted to see the thing explode.
You are cleared to
But
engage on site.
no,
It's too risky to bring the nuggets here.
no, you can't get too excited like that.
You agree, kid?
Yeah, whatever.
Seriously, they got their hands full just keeping their planes in the air.
Problem with this
If we make it back
is
alive, there's something I want to ask you, if that's all right.
yeah, sure.
Thank you. It's just something I have to know.
Is this different dialogue?
Locked on. This is Sand Island
It's slightly different.
Enemy amphibious force
Problem with this mission is it's not reliant on how fast you can accomplish things. It's more timed as far as events. There's like set times slots for, you know, when certain things happen. So,
Our island's the closest thing to the enemy. I guess it makes sense we got attacked first. Damn, this ain't looking
yeah.
good.
The coastline is under heavy enemy attack. I know. All units, this is Colonel Perot at Base Command. Do everything in your power to stop them. If you can't protect this island, what do we tell our great heroes in the sky?
Great heroes? What's with him? He's like a completely different man.
Don't expect that stuff when we get back. I bet he's got a different script for us.
Enemy assault ships are launching hovercraft. Finally, a real battle. I'm getting nervous. Beamer,
I think I'm gonna save the secondary missiles or bombs. It's more like guided bombs for the Synfaxi, just because I think it'll take it out a little bit quicker.
engaging enemy amphibious force. Airborne attack squadron. Don't worry about us. We will stand firm and fight to the end.
What a tearjerker.
Man, if he needs our help, he should just say so. Of course, not that we have the time to help right now. Enemy ground forces opening fire.
Calm down.
At least I didn't lose the difficulty, I suppose. I was able to do this mission pretty seamlessly.
I can handle this.
Right, that's it, Nuggets.
Because I think I do remember dying on this one a couple times.
Mortar shells! Crew quarters also damaged!
It might have been an issue with the Synfaxi, though, just trying to get up in time.
Keep fighting! Show some courage, man!
Fighter squadron, turn to intercept them.
I'm hit! Help me!
We've lost another nugget from Higherlark base.
Hey, make sure you stay glued to us. This way.
Missile fired from enemy sub.
What?
Get out of there, Grim. You nuggets too.
I wonder if I should go up, because we know that the Arcbird is going to save us. But what if events unfold differently?
Up! Everyone! Get your altitude above 5,000 feet!
Submarine missile launch confirmed. Believed to be a burst missile with multiple warheads that separate in midair. Get about 5,000 feet and stand by. Wait, we're getting a command override from somewhere. Data linked to ASAT targeting system. What is this? Oh, it's counting down by itself. 9.
I'm gonna go up just in case.
7.
Damn it! They're not gonna make it!
4, 3, 2, 1.
That was close.
The sky just lit up. Missile vaporized in midair.
What was that? Did you see that, kid?
Yeah, it was right next to me.
From the sky.
Was that the Arcbird?
Missile destroyed by a laser beam fired from orbit altitude. It's the Arcbird. We've got the Arcbird. All units, continue engaging the enemy.
The missiles all disappeared. What's going on? What's that? What happened? So now what? We don't have anything that can touch it that high up. Don't be intimidated. Continue with the attack.
This is the anti-sub patrol plane, Blue Hound. Submarine detected by sonobuoy. Sound pattern analysis produces a match with the Synfaxi. Captain, do you think the Arcbird can really avoid hitting us? Yes, it does seem to be highly accurate. Thunderhead, this is Blue Hound. Detecting sounds from Synfaxi indicating imminent missile launch.
Arcbird, we'll send the data over as soon as we detect the missile. We're counting on you.
The support fleet is under attack.
Missile away from enemy sub.
Locked on. Begin data link.
I'm not gonna worry about it. Shouldn't have worried about the last one, but
That single bird has tipped the scale of this.
Arcbird firing laser. Missile destroyed. We did it.
What was that light? They shot that from outer space?
I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna get out of this alive. I know it.
This was what they launched that day? Don't panic. We haven't lost yet.
Oh no, they're launching more missiles. Number 3.
yeah, this is the one you gotta watch out for.
There's too many.
There's too many of
Come
them!
on, Arcbird, use your lasers. The nuggets are gonna get killed.
Climb, kids! Go, go, go!
Come on, nuggets, climb. Move it.
Follow the flight leads.
Did that attack really come from a submarine? Missile vaporized in midair.
They're coming! They're still coming!
This is Archer. Roger.
I just noticed there's like people on my tail.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Impact now.
the ships.
Guess I'll take out the SAM first.
Yeah, just weave through the missiles. What are you, nuts?
Blue Hound, this is Artbird. Requesting sonar buoy data link.
Stand by. We're dropping a new sonar buoy.
All remaining squadrons, rejoin into attack formation. The remaining enemy forces are regaining their momentum.
Blue Hound, this is Artbird. Is that sonar buoy data available yet? Roger, we're sending it now. What are you gonna do? Countdown to firing.
Just don't answer.
4, 3, 2.
I wouldn't either. I'd being asked questions.
The Artbird shot a laser into the ocean. Explosion in the water. It damaged the submerged Synfaxi. Picking up sounds of
So we got almost everything
surfacing.
as far as targets are concerned, so at least they did a little better.
It's huge!
Looks like it's lost diving ability. It's floating like a cork. All units, commence attack. The Synfaxi surfacing. What appears to be damaged.
Aircraft launching from enemy submarine.
Okay.
Roger. Blue Hound,
I can't take another hit like that.
War Dog, engage the enemy aircraft if you see an opportunity.
Enemy sub launching burst missile. Brace for impact.
Multiple burst missile. This really is like steel rain.
We gotta end this soon or we'll be in trouble.
In my need for expediency, I've gotten a little bit sloppy,
7, 6,
at the
5,
very least.
4, 3, 2, impact.
Did perform a little bit better at the beginning.
It's like this enemy came straight out of the Demon Legends. That can't... It can't be.
If we can sink it here, you think we'll be able to turn the tide of battle, Captain?
Yes, I think we'll be able to turn the tide of battle.
We've been on the defensive for a while now.
We haven't finished it off yet.
Let me get another pass.
Getting attacked now would be a disaster.
Enemy sub launching burst missile. Brace for impact.
There we go. Is that good enough?
Missile hit.
I guess I better just climb just in case.
On our ship identification charts. It's the first time any of us are actually seeing it.
10 seconds to impact. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, impact now. Artbird firing
There we go.
laser.
And one right after the other.
They're throwing intense anti-aircraft fire up at us. Watch out!
Direct hit. It ripped a massive hole. The sub appears to have lost the ability to launch additional aircraft.
There we go. Okay. Imagine we were just like 2 seconds away from the mission being accomplished. Oh well. That's what happens sometimes. And these games don't do checkpoints, so... You know. You have to suffer the consequences. What's the aftermath? Lay it on me.
The Ark
Wow, all
was
that and I still got a
successfully
B?
employed over the forward edge of the battle area. The enemy amphibious force attacking Sand Island was repelled, and their invasion plans halted. The underwater carrier Synfaxi, a lethal enemy threat, was engaged and destroyed by the superior firepower of the Arkbird. Having lost the support of the Synfaxi, the remaining Yuktobanian forces retreated. Furthermore, we are requesting reinforcements from Central Command to replace our squadron members lost in combat.
Yeah, probably shouldn't have sent him up there. Oh, there was another one. Well, if there was two of them, why did they retreat? Unless they just wanted to keep it secret.
Since we thwarted their invasion, we haven't seen any major offensive operation by the enemy for several weeks. Almost like we're at peace again, eh, people? Anyway, let's start the briefing.
Yuktobanian combat operations have been dormant since their failed large-scale invasion and the loss of their underwater carrier, Sinfaxi. However, there is still concern over a possible infiltration by small-scale forces from the ground and the air. You will split into flights of 2 and carry out patrols in the area from Akerson Hill to the northern coastline. The airspace above the grain fields extending around Akerson is covered by our Ocean AA system. The system automatically fires missiles at any hostile aircraft it detects. Patrol the northern coastline of Akerson Hill, which is out of our AA system's range.
It's me and Nagase, huh? Alright. Well, I think that's good enough for a first stream. Even if I didn't have to repeat the last mission, I probably would have ended it after that anyway. But yeah. A nice little chunk. Wait a second. God damn it. Did the things disconnect again? Okay, well now we're back. Even though I didn't intend to leave that early, I usually have a handful of closing words. But welcome back for the final end of the stream. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Today's just one of those days, I suppose. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the stream today. The war continues. We'll do some more Ace Combat 5. Likely next week. Maybe Saturday. Maybe tomorrow, if I could squeeze in some time. We'll see. But, yeah, I'm thinking it's gonna be a little bit more sporadic still, because there's still a lot of stuff going on, and I just don't know when I'm gonna find time to stream regularly. So we just fin it in when we can. More Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, and finishing off Red Dead Redemption 1 some point coming up here. But yeah, Ace Combat will definitely get its time because, as I said before, it is a longer game. So we want to pay our dues, I suppose. There's still a lot of game left. So unlike when we were doing 4, where I finished half the game in one stream, it doesn't exactly work like this. So yeah, sometime soon. But until then, everybody have a good night. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. And we'll see you next time. So take care.